I'm going to go ahead and post this link for you guys in chat, because if you're a PC gamer like I am and you want to mod your Special Edition Skyrim, this is a page you're going to want to start with, called the Skyrim Septum Load Order and Installation Guide. And the reason this is important, not only because it's a guide, but also because of when you scroll down, there's some things that you need to be aware of. For example, follow this guide to installing Mod Organizer 2. When you click on this link on this Skyrim Septum page, it'll take you to this page, a Reddit page. And I'm not going to go through it. I'll post this link also and let you guys read it, because this is also an important read. Essentially, what this Reddit page is saying, and this is current, this may change after a few days or a few weeks. But basically, if you notice, and let me go ahead and boost. Oops. Okay. Okay. If you notice on this Reddit page, it basically says, unfortunately, Mod Organizer is no longer being updated. Basically, what this whole thing is saying is the Mod Organizer that you guys were used to using if you used it for Skyrim is now no longer usable for Skyrim Special Edition. Therefore, Mod Organizer 2 is what's being created for Skyrim Special Edition. However, again, as you notice on the Reddit page, currently the Mod Organizer 2, most functions are broken. And you can kind of see down here some of the stuff that's not working. So, if you wanted to use Mod Organizer 2, you're really going to have to know what you're doing, because Mod Organizer 2 is not even fully up and running yet. Then also you need to be aware of this unofficial plugin that allows Mod Organizer 2 to recognize the mods for Skyrim Special Edition. But anyways, it's really sketchy. You can try and use it if you want to, but you really need to know what you're doing. So basically, when you scroll down into the comment section, the other option, therefore, is if you don't want to mess with Mod Organizer 2 for Skyrim Special Edition, there is currently a Nexus Mod Manager being created by Tannen. And this Nexus Mod Manager that's being created by Tannen, and I've got it downloaded, this will recognize Skyrim Special Edition mods. And so that is something that I'm going to be using. But anyways, that's just a little bit of information I wanted to share with you guys. If you're a PC gamer, especially for Skyrim, and you want to mod Special Edition, just know that the original Mod Organizer, the first Mod Organizer, will not work with Special Edition. You have to download and install Mod Organizer 2. But at this present time, apparently it's not fully up and running. There's a lot of work that still needs to be done with Mod Organizer 2. One other quick thing, you also need a new loot, updated version of loot for Special Edition. And that is this page here. And I'll go ahead and post that for you guys. So that's the link for this updated loot version for your Skyrim Special Edition. And this is version 0.10.1. And I've also got that up and running as well. The other thing, I know, Mega Man, you've have shared on several occasions, Test Mod Manager. I don't think Test Mod Manager will work. It'll work, obviously, apparently for original Skyrim, but I haven't come across any information that says Test Mod Manager will work for the special edition of Skyrim. So basically what it boils down to is I'm going to be using this latest version of Nexus Mod Manager, which is supposed to be able to recognize special edition mods for Skyrim, and I'll go ahead and post that link as well. So there's a bunch of links there. So just to quickly repeat, if you want to mod your Skyrim and you're a PC user, you want to go to this page first because there's a lot of good information. It's a load order and installation guide for Special Edition, and it's on the Nexus Mods. And you want to scroll down this web page, and you're going to want to go to this Follow This Guide Installing Mod Organizer 2, which basically lets you know that you've got to use Mod Organizer 2 for modding your Special Edition Skyrim. There's some other information down here of various mods that you can use as well, but I'll let you guys read all of that. And then, of course, when you go to your Reddit, there's also going to be a link in which you're going to have to use the new updated version of Loot for your Special Edition Skyrim. And also there is an unofficial plugin for Mod Organizer 2 that you're going to need so that your Mod Organizer 2 will recognize Skyrim Special Edition. But I'm currently going to use, I'm not going to mess with Mod Organizer 2 because they're still working on it. So therefore I'm going to use, where is it? This 63.7 version of Nexus Mod Manager. Let's see. There's one other thing a video I wanted to share with you guys that kind of describes the benefit of the 64-bit platform, the engine that Special Edition is using. It's really, I mean, based on what this person is saying, if it's true, I mean, it's unbelievably phenomenal what 64-bit means for modding Skyrim. I mean, it's pretty amazing. And I don't remember. I just stopped the music there for a quick second. And I'll go ahead and let me post this link of this YouTube so you guys can watch the full thing, but I wanted to show at least this short segment here. Okay, here's where he starts it. Let me pause that for a second. This link is for this YouTube video that I'm going to share with you guys here. Basically, this YouTuber is now going to discuss the unbelievable benefit of a 64-bit engine and what that means for modding. Let me just back it up here a wee bit. Okay.
Runs on a 64-bit engine. Anyone who knows what this means is creaming themselves right now, but don't worry, I'm going to explain it. Just be sure to bear with me, although technical, it's very important. So 2011 Skyrim runs on a 32-bit engine. When you mod Skyrim out a bunch, it will at some point start crashing. Despite having a huge beastly PC, the 32-bit engine just cannot handle it. Now, using rounded numbers for simplicity, a 32-bit engine has a maximum RAM usage capacity of 4 gigabytes. So even if you have a PC with 16 16 gigabytes of RAM, the original Skyrim and its 32-bit engine can only use a maximum of 4 gigabytes of that RAM to run the game. So 2011 Skyrim is a 32-bit engine with a max RAM of 4 gigabytes. 2016's Skyrim Special Edition runs on a 64-bit engine. So we're going from 32-bit to 64-bit, that's double the number. You're probably thinking it will have double the maximum RAM. Well, it's not quite double. A 64-bit engine has a maximum RAM usage of 16 exabytes. 16 exabytes quite literally translates to 16 billion gigabytes. Just let that sink in for a second. Now, of course, no one is ever going to have a computer that has 16 billion gigabytes of RAM. So the maximum RAM limit that was the limiting factor for modding the original Skyrim will never be an issue for the Skyrim Special Edition. Modding out Skyrim Special Edition so much that it requires 16 billion gigs of RAM to run, that's never going to happen. Therefore, the modding limitation of the past is no more. That ceiling will never be hit with Skyrim Special Edition. This will result in a modding experience that will outpass 2011 Skyrim many times over. And with that said, remember how beautiful you can make it look on a 32-bit engine? Well, imagine it on this ultra superior 64-bit engine. It's going to be insane. So the way I see it, 2011 Skyrim was a seed. With modding, it grew into a beautiful tree. At this point in time, 2016 Skyrim Special Edition is still a seed, but this new seed is being compared to a tree that grew. And while right now, the original Skyrim's tree is bigger than Skyrim Special Edition's seed, this 64-bit beauty is a super seed.
Oh, come on, YouTube, for heaven's sake.
Whose tree will grow into a monolith, overshadowed.
Oh, for Pete's sake. Come on. Anyways.
All before it. So although the last couple of minutes have been technically intense, that is definitely a very important factor that I think a lot of people didn't really understand the full implication of. And I'm sure there will be some viewers more tech savvy than myself who can add more helpful information on the matter. And with all of this said, all of this taken into account, I do just want to say if you haven't played Skyrim before, don't even worry about the graphics. That is something that a lot of people are worrying about, which isn't necessarily unfair given that it's a remaster, but if all this banter about the graphics is starting to sour your expectations for your first Skyrim experience, don't worry about graphics. Don't even worry a single little bit. You could play Skyrim on a TV from the 50s and have the best time of your life. What Skyrim lacks in looks, it makes up for in personality. And with that said, Skyrim is still pretty damn sexy. So hopefully with all of that, you have a better understanding of what Skyrim Special Edition is, what it's bringing to the table, why it's very exciting, and why at face value it could look bad. So whether you are super excited or not at all, that's totally your choice, and I don't.
So anyways, as you can see, I mean, it's just pretty stinking phenomenal what is now available for modding. It's just really, really pretty remarkable. But, yeah, it's just unbelievable.